That's one thing about muskies, the way they strike a lure. Nice silver color, beautiful spots. There we go, he's got some fight in it. Look at the size of this bait.
Canadian Sport Fishing is brought to you by Rapala Premium Fishing Gear, crafted from experience. Yamaha on the water. This is my Yamaha. What kind of Yamaha are you? Dickies, a legend in work since 1922. Lucky Strike. More fish fight with a Lucky Strike.
You know, this is kind of nice. We're up here at Eagle Lake, and we've got Mark with us, who's all the way from Chicago. And Mark is a musky, is it safe to say fanatic, Mark?
Fanatic would be a good word.
Yeah, you're kind of low-keyed. And my wife, Barbara, and we're taking advantage of this beautiful weather, and we thought we'd fish some shorelines, because we have heard that there are a lot of muskie in Eagle Lake. Now, you've been coming up for a bit. What's the most muskies you've caught in one day, Mark?
2 springs ago, we caught 9 muskie in one day.
Wow. Any size to them?
The biggest one, my partner caught a 52-inch.
That's a good size muskie.
Big fish.
So this is like a teaser fish, you know, but that's okay. Did you see him hit?
I did not.
Flying right out of the water?
I did not. It was a great jump, though, wasn't it?
Now, what I'm trying to do here, even though I could bring him right in, I don't want him to go nuts, right? So what I'm hoping is that he's going to use a little bit of his energy up, just a little bit, so that when you go to handle him, he's not going to hurt you. That's one thing about muskies, the way they strike a lure is probably the most exciting thing. You got to be careful now because that one treble is sticking out.
Yep.
Now, if you want, Mark, I have a glove right here. How bold are you?
I'm pretty bold.
If you put that glove on and you grab him just behind the gill, you know, like behind his eye, on his back, you can actually clamp down.
I'll get him by the gill.
Yeah, just underneath. Like, don't gill him, but just, you know what I mean, over the head. Just watch the hooks, because they're pretty sharp.
Let's see here. I'd rather not use the glove. That's okay.
Okay, you just be careful, okay? I don't want you to get hurt.
No.
Because those are sharp hooks. Yeah, that's how I would grab him with the glove. Okay, you got him? Okay, you just hold him there, and I'm going to get the pliers. And I don't know if he's going to be okay in the water.
Get the pliers.
You know what? It's actually good that he did that roll. You got a good hold on him,
I have
right?
a great hold on him.
Because I don't want to hurt him too much. We want to get him back quick. I always have this concern for muskie that people keep him out of the water too much. So I'm just trying to get that hook out. You just hooked in that tissue. So it should just pop out perfect. And if you can hold them kind of, I'd rather you held them sideways, Mark. Oh, careful, just over the side. And if he flops out, it's okay. We're going to give the viewers a look. He's a young muskie. We want to get him back. He was just sitting in this bay. Nice silver color, beautiful spots. So I don't know if you can hold him there like that just for a second before he takes off. He's going to go.
Very healthy.
What a great release. That was awesome. Mark, nice fish. Barb, high five. All right.
Good fishing.
Now, you know, they say that muskie is the fish of 1,000 casts. You know, from the casts we've made, and I'm sure you've had experiences in your lifetime, sometimes it's 10,000 casts. But that's part of the thing, right? Because it's worth it. Because when you hook a fish, that fish wasn't that large. We're guessing it was like maybe 36, 38 inches.
36, 37.
Well, it's nice, slim juvenile. We'll call him a juvenile.
Good,
he wasn't a pappy.
Start, though.
Yeah, good start. But, you know, we were standing at the front of the boat cranking, and what we're doing is using a strategy where we're all using different baits. I'm using what would technically be called a crankbait. This is a K16 quick fish, and it'll dive down to 15 feet, but if you crank it hard and keep your rod tip up, it goes just below the surface. Mark is using a topwater. What's the name of that topwater?
It's called a Top Raider.
top rater, and that tail just spins around. It's
Correct.
got great action.
It's like a little motor on the back.
And the dark color is good for silhouette, especially with these light skies.
Bright skies.
And Barb is casting a skitter pop, which is a popping bait, but it's a saltwater one. It's a pretty large one. So what we're trying to do is go down these shorelines, and there are probably thousands of miles of shorelines, both islands and main shorelines. And we're trying to cast, fan cast in all different directions, just hoping to get close to one of these muskie. Now, I know that there's some big muskies in here, like over 50 pounds, right?
Great place to catch big muskie.
Now, we should tell the viewers how you ended up here. Is this just a coincidence that we meet at the airport? How did you end up fishing with Barb and I?
Well, I entered a raffle in Chicago at one of the muskie shows just outside of Chicago, and as good luck takes it, they chose my name out of 4,000 entries, and
Wow. Well, they knew I needed a good muskie guy.
I appreciate that.
So actually, we've been working together. We've been working together the last 2 days, and you know what? I'm learning a lot from this guy. I mean, he casts like he's a precision caster. If they had Olympics, like casting musky plugs, maybe they will in the future, you'd be representing the U.S. of A.
I appreciate that. I don't know about it, but I appreciate it.
'Cause you were throwing that big bait. If you look down just to the left of Barb, I call them cowbells. There's a thing that looks like a Christmas tree ornament. It's got tinsel and big pink blades. He was throwing that yesterday, and that takes a lot of work to heave. He's just going to grab it now because we were covering some deep shorelines. So why do we call it cowbells? That's so you know where Betty and Nessie are when they're out in the field, you know. But he was throwing that. Today he opted for more of a finesse presentation.
Well, we're still looking for the big one. We're still looking for the big one.
I know you can put us on him though. Okay.
We're trying.
Okay. Let's get back to work.
Dickey's Sport Fishing Sweepstakes.
I was using a worm. I cast it beside a log. I felt like a tug. I pulled on it and it started moving. It gave me a little fight. My dad got the net, and then I got to hold it. My dad told me it was a good fish. We couldn't bring it home because it wasn't bass season. We just took the picture.
We'd love to hear your fishing story. Go to our website and enter the Dickey's Sport Fishing Sweepstakes. It's free, and you could win some great prizes.